She's like, thank you, Lord. Get me out of here. Come on.
Come on, Bets. Good girl.
Come on.
Come
Come
on.
on. Come on. Go ahead. Get on out there. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Ugh. Come on. Back into the pasture. Come on. No.
This isn't personal time. Come on, lady. Betsy, Betsy, Betsy. Betsy Batata.
There you go.
Betsy Batata.
Go on.
Come on, Bets. You got it. You got it. Come on. Come on, good girl. Come on.
Oh, jeez, that's
Oh,
all.
jeez.
Ah,
Oh,
jeez.
jeez.
Okay, okay.
Right. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Good girl. There
There.
we go. Oh, jeez.
She's like,
Vex it, vex it, vex it, vex it.
and then you have our little pumpkin over here. She was peeking through right here earlier.
Oh, little pumpkin pie.
Oh, you're getting fat?
Look at that belly.
I
Look at
know.
that belly.
You're getting fat?
Her little face just
She goes,
destroys me.
She goes, no, I'm not. I'm beautiful.
I'm perfect. Drinking off of two mommies.
Uh-huh. I know, Cash, I need some milk for my coffee, okay? Ease up.
Texas.
La, 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 la.
It's nice to see that.
Did he say for sure he was coming to the Halloween party?
Well, he said so when he was here. And we're kind of waiting to let him know. But I put him on the RSVP list.
Okay,
So-
good. I was searching my mind last night, and I was like, did I do anything wrong? And I was like, no, I didn't. I haven't done anything wrong.
Like, no, neither of us have.
It's not like. Like, oh, Mike's
No,
like
no,
such
exactly.
a...
That's the thing. It's
I've
like
never
maybe
even
it'd be
brought-
crappy if like both of you had trashed Mike.
Right.
But fortunately, you didn't, and neither did Jake. Is the thing. Like,
Right.
not really.
Right.
You know, which is good. I was just worried yesterday because Chris came up to me in the garden.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like,
that's right.
and was like asking me how I felt about it. And I told him, I was like, I don't think either side was right. You know, yada yada yada. I told him my whole thing, and he was like, well, that's fucked up, D. Like, you need to be thinking about the group, and like you're upsetting like everyone in the group. I'm like, no, I'm not.
You're not.
Like, I'm upsetting one person. He's like, well, I count that as the group. And I'm like, do you really? Do you count when Bella gets upset over not having organics as the group?
Yeah.
Because if by that logic, that means that we shouldn't have any problem getting her all the money she wants. Because
Yeah.
it keeps the group happy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It sucked. He was, I don't want to say he was really nasty to me, but he was definitely like,
It's such a huge bias.
it's like, you need to make like a big girl decision, like for the better of the group. Like, think about the big
What?
picture. And I'm like, what the hell? Like,
Yes, please think about the big picture
Yeah.
when you leave here, please.
Yeah.
Okay, because you're not going to be here forever, first of all. And second of all, you're not upsetting the group.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so that's fine. So I guess maybe it upset me that Chris wrote a song for Lexi or that Mike
Yeah,
made out with
exactly.
another girl when
Yeah.
she came in here. Like, if we're going to have that, then let's have it on. Maybe it upsets me that Josh is in the Love Shack with
yeah.
Tracy. Like, okay,
Yeah.
and then if we're going to play that, then we're going to play it all ways around. That's
no,
not
that's
fair.
what I say. Like, no, that's not fair. Like, and it's not my job. Like, I care about Mike, and I don't want to cause him any pain, and none of this has been to intentionally cause him pain,
No.
like, but I'm also not emotionally responsible for him, you know, like,
No,
I'm
and he's
not
being
responsible for
completely
protecting his
irrational.
emotions. So I tried to say that, and it was like a dark moment yesterday. Like, I started like crying afterwards because I felt like so attacked. But then, like, Erin was so great and like positive and helped pick me up, you know.
And it's not, yeah, it's definitely, this has nothing to do with like you or your actions. Like you didn't break his heart. It's not like you went to I don't think people understand what really happened.
What really
Like,
happened? Yeah.
They're just going by his emotions, so they're seeing his emotion, thinking, "Wow, if he's
Wow,
reacting like that,
she must have stomped
really."
on his heart or something.
And you didn't.
you
Like,
know,
I know
no.
what happened. You guys both told me what happened. That's not even what happened. It was like,
The most ridiculous thing is that this isn't a group decision.
Right.
Like, that's the whole controversy on our country. Outside is
Right.
the government trying to make decisions about relationships for people. Like, this isn't a group decision.
right.
You know, it's not causing disharmony within the whole group. It's causing disharmony with one person.
And
You
he
know?
pays for stuff when he comes. I mean, we did it, and that's why I kept saying, I'm like, the whole group voted on the barter. I don't want to hear
It's
about
not
it.
a free pass.
Yeah.
And it's like, and Chris is trying to say, like, yeah, he's in here all the time, and most of the time he's hanging out with you. And I'm like, no, he hasn't. Like,
No. You literally, like, he'll come in here for, like, whatever, if he comes in here for the beef stuff, the business stuff. He does his stuff, and then you, like, walk him out for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
It's not like you guys
exactly.
spend, like, I could see if you guys are spending, like, 2 hours,
2 hours
together, and
like,
people
no,
are like,
that's
really?
not the
Like,
case.
I just I don't get it. I think it's becoming a man territorial thing,
It
and
is
all the men
becoming
are
a-
siding with him
No,
because
and
they're
that's
like,
what if it was a woman, if Jake was a woman that I was attracted to and like
no, I don't think
was
so.
interested in romantically, like, would you guys still be all pissed off about it?
Right.
Like, no.
No,
Like,
it's a territorial thing,
No.
and they're all like taking his side because they feel like it's you were
because
his
it's a man
territory.
thing.
Yeah,
you
yeah. And
know?
another man came
But
came
then
in their
came and
his
stole
house.
his girl.
Yeah.
Is one more
Yeah.
time. I'm gonna go nuts. But then I was trying to not talk about it too much yesterday because I did want to try to be positive and
Yeah,
try to,
yeah.
and again, like you told me, like just try to let it die.
Yeah, I
You know,
agree.
it's gonna be because it's gonna be easier if Mike calms down and I can just talk to Mike.
Right.
You know, because that's the source. Obviously, I'm supposed to talk to him today after he goes and talks to the other side,
Right.
but we'll see.
That's why I didn't push. Like, I asked him about the email, and he started to get like really. He was like,
started-
"Yeah, I think it's weird. It's really weird. Have fun." I was like, "Oh, okay, we're not going there with this
Yeah.
because I'm not fighting for this. I
Yeah.
didn't do anything wrong. It was like peculiar of you to go in my email and like
Yeah,
save an email.
and save an
like,
email.
I like, and I'm like, I don't like that because I'm afraid he's gonna like. That's why I said just delete it.
Oh, I'm sure that he's seen everything.
Yeah.
Like, but then at the same time, I'm like, so what?
right.
Like,
There's nothing.
there's
wrong.
nothing to be ashamed of. I will say, on another note, his letter from
Oh,
his girlfriend.
yeah.
That's
I was like-
so telling.
Aaron was like, "Oh, it's not a big deal," and maybe I was like too harsh in what I said. But Mike was like, "Tell me what you really think." I was like, "Here's what I really think." I was like, "I think she is deeply hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she is hurt, and as a woman, when we're hurt, we try and show the person that hurt us that we're busy and we're moving on, and like,
Yeah.
and we don't need you anymore, and like, we don't even know what's going on with your life.
Yeah,
Like, who
yeah.
is that other guy you're talking to? Like, that's
Yeah.
exactly what that was. Like, it was like, I'm busy, I'm going out, I haven't had time for anything, I don't even watch.
Yeah,
it."
exactly.
So,
I don't
like,
even watch it. Like,
yeah, like who, like, oh, I hope that you, but then there was like that little like couple statements at the end that was like, I hope like your decisions you're making are like,
I hope
you know,
that you find it was a good decision.
yeah,
Just
like
jeez.
I was like,
I
oh,
was really sad for him because like,
boy.
he expressed to me before any of this went down that like he really did want to hear from her. Like, if anything, just to hear what the temperature of the room was, whether that was I'm fine, I'll see you when you get back, whether it was fuck you, or like he just wanted to see what the temperature
Right.
was. And the fact that it's so like
It was like so distant,
standoffish
yeah,
and
yeah.
distant, and I don't know, like, and I realized like, God, it sounds a lot like his mom's letter, where it's just kind of like, these are things that I'm doing. I don't know what's going on in your world, but hope it's good, you know. Or I was like, that's a weird world to come from. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
if that's a product of his culture or just a product of the women that he's chosen to associate
I
himself
know,
with.
I
or-
know.
But I felt really sad for him.
I felt so. I mean,
I felt
yeah,
so sad for him.
because like the guys I don't think understood, but like as a girl, I think we understand
Yeah.
that letter was like very like
It was
bye-bye,
definitely, yeah.
like, you know,
like,
like-
I'm not interested in patching things up.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just
Which
do
is-
whatever the hell you want.
Which is unfortunate, but I mean, I think, you know, Mike has to learn that, like, his actions as well as all of our actions have consequences.
Yeah.
Like, throwing a pumpkin off the thing is going to
Yeah.
have a consequence. Like, I look at you a little differently now. Like,
Yeah.
saving my email, like, between me and Jake, like, I'm sorry, actions do have consequences, and if I did those same things, I would
Which
hope that I was held
because he's like
accountable.
such a great guy
Yeah,
and
I
so
love him.
funny and so fun and like such a great contribution to this group. And I want him to be happy, but then he has that weird, like jealous, bitter, really acrid side of him that comes out sometimes.
And it's not acceptable. It's not. See, the thing is that like Chris got wrong is it's not that you're disrupting the group. Like Mike's actions are disrupting
That's
the
what I was
group's
feeling. I was like,
harmony.
no, that's Mike's choice to act this way. Like I'm not doing anything to make him act this way.
You've been very quiet and low key. Like it's not like you're running around like, oh my gosh,
I know.
I
I've been
can't believe
trying.
it.
Like I've been trying to, which honestly is bullshit. I have to adjust my behavior, but considering
Right.
the context that we're in, like
Right.
I can do that. And I tried to explain to Chris, like, this is what's happening before Jake even showed up. Like, so what's going to happen when, like, someone, like, a utopian comes in and I want to get involved with them and Mike gets pissed off? Then what do you guys do? Like,
You can't kick him out.
what's going to
You know what
happen
I'm saying?
when, like, a hot girl comes in and hooks up with Mike and then it's okay, all okay? Like, you know, like, you can't tell me that I need to make a decision based on the good of the group when it's actually based on like something, a very emotional basis, like a very coming and going, ephemeral, changing emotion.
It's horrifically double standard.
But I've been trying to like not talk about it to too many people because
Yeah.
I do want to let it die.
Oh, yeah,
because
I
it is
agree.
such an emotional thing.
I
That, like
agree.
if I just maybe let it die, then it'll be.
Yeah, I like will let it die unless it becomes like someone like starts attacking you about it. Then I'm not okay with that.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just like if anything, it just shocks me as to how how far we've come, but then also how far we still have to go like in general the way men
Yeah.
view women
Yeah.
as
Because this is
property.
also a feminist discussion.
Yeah.
Like I want to go on a rant, because like the phrase "steal your girl" keeps cropping up over and over and over, and it's like this is all based on rational decisions. I made a decision to talk to a guy for 20 minutes. Mike made a decision to separate himself from me. Like that was what happened. There wasn't any like sneaky, calculated cloak and dagger like theft of me.
No.
And also you can't do that because I'm not a possession as it is. Like I'm not property
even
as
the way
it
they
is.
said, even the way Rob said he came into your house. Okay, if we're
Yeah.
talking about the group, this isn't your
Like,
house. This is our
This
house.
is also my house then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like it's not. This isn't Mike's house, and he's taking
And
your
I was trying to
girl.
explain to Chris, like, there can be a compromise. Like, it's not that hard to fix. Jake can show up and they can just not talk to each other. Like,
Yeah.
that's fine. And he's like, well, that'd be like basically forcing Mike to hide. I'm like, so versus like forcing me to like not interact with somebody that I want to interact with. Like,
Yeah.
it's, and like, if he's gonna pull the whole, like, it's disrupting the group, it's like, okay, great. So if Mike gets his way and then I scream and stomp just as loud as Mike, then what? That's disrupting the group too. Like, but but the problem is I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be the squeakiest wheel,
Right.
which I don't want to be. But if that's the way decisions get made around here,
And sometimes that really is the way.
is
I
this way
mean,
yeah,
the ones who scream and cry.
Where it's
and
just
out,
like, just-
you know.
just shut them up or just, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we still have. First of all, if he's paying, he's allowed to come to the Halloween event. He's a paying
He's paying,
visitor,
yeah.
just like everybody else. And we still have our bar to finish off because he brought us all these pumpkins. And I'm like, I don't like removing it from like the whole you and him thing. Like, I have to follow through with that, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let everyone's, jaded emotions about this situation stop me from doing that. Especially because he was getting so much value from my class. It made me feel good.
There hasn't Thank you. I needed to vent
You're
that.
welcome. I went to bed unsettled last night after knowing he saved that email
that's
and didn't
so
really give a
odd.
justification. Like, just like, it's weird. I'm like, what's weird? Me communicating with a client?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
It sucks. I wish there was some way to secure our emails. Like, I don't know how.
I know. Well, the only thing you can do is you can set a rule so stuff from Jake always gets sent to like mine or your inbox. But the problem is that didn't stop it. He went right into my
Oh.
inbox and pulled it.
That doesn't stop anybody. And,
Yeah.
and they can read it and then just mark it as unread. you
Exactly.
know? I don't know. But it's okay. It's going to be positive because
Yes.
people are going to calm down. Drama's going to blow over.